Welcome back to Mario Luigi Superstar Saga. The princess has been kidnapped again.
Who would have seen that coming?
Yeah. Yeah, well, to be fair, it's not by Bowser this time.
Are we sure about that? Well, I guess technically it's Bowser Easter skin.
The great Bowletta. She demands that the 4 pieces of the Beanstar be gathered and taken to a place that she is hanging out in. So now we are tasked to the second half of the game where we gotta collect all 4 pieces of the Beanstar.
Whatever you say, Prince Peasley. You're gonna do absolutely nothing.
Peasley gives us a general area where all 4 pieces are located.
He knows where they are, but he didn't bother to pick them up.
Oh, he's gonna give us a wager, a good wager. That's 99 trillion coins right there.
What the fuck is happening?
Luigi is a masochist.
Were we just witness to something we should have not been witness to? Did you see fucking Luigi's face?
Yeah.
I think they just
trust me. I've always found that. I've always found that a little odd. But enough about awkward sessions. We are now off to gather the first Beanstar piece, where we gotta go back to Teehee Valley. And like I said, our goal is to gather the 4 Beanstar pieces, and yeah.
And then just super glue it back together.
Yeah, we'll just super glue it back together. But anyway, this is where there's going to be one additional monster on in this area. It's going to be the Black Anubis head. I don't think I'll bump into that enemy, but
You don't.
But anyway, I don't think. I don't know. It's been a while since I last recorded this, but hey, look, we're gonna go explore that little boat.
Oh, wow. That was easy.
Yeah, apparently the Beanstar piece has broken open the door to the SS Chocola, is what this ship is called.
I see. I love how they just stand there and watch that happen. Like, oh hey, wait, that's ours.
So apparently the ship has been hauling Chocola Cola.
I love video game logic if you can just walk in anywhere. Even when they address it, they don't really address it.
Sure.
I mean, yeah. Literally.
Anyway, this is the only time you can come into this room. So make it worth your while and gather whatever is in here. Because certain events will happen with this boat when we get the Beanstar piece.
There will suddenly be ocean again, and it will once again take to sailing.
But yeah, so just talking to the NPCs here, because you want to actually speak with a certain couple of them to gain access to help one of the crewmates, and we find out that bloat has been causing some issues in the boat. Yep, there's quite a bloat in the boat. But hey, look, there's well. Alright, fine. I guess we'll try to help you guys in some way. Which, this gets introduced as another mini game to us.
Fun.
And,
Oh, perfect.
what is that mini game? I wouldn't recommend this mini game because this isn't our mini game where you'll get he beans, but basically it's a color matching game.
Oh.
Pretty self-explanatory, except you know, you move Luigi up and down, and you move Mario left and right, and you use the A button to move the barrels around. The goal here is to at least match 10 colors within, you know, before the time limit runs out.
Sounds simple enough.
It's pretty... I don't care for this mini game. I honestly do not. I think this takes me a good couple of tries. It's really not that entertaining of a mini game.
It kind of reminds me.
Plus,
of one of
is that the
Oh, go ahead.
is that the skeleton of Donkey Kong?
Possibly. The head shape is correct.
But what does it remind you of?
Oh, you know, like those little picture slidey puzzles where you have to like move the thing around to get to the picture.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of those where you have to like move everything around just to get one thing to the right spot.
Yeah, I guess I can kind of see that.
Just in
So
like the
right
level
now-
of tediousness, I guess.
Yeah. Well, right now we're dealing with blue and red barrels, and eventually we get introduced to yellow barrels to mix things up.
Oh, fun. If you
Yeah,
take the
but-
yellow and the blue together, you'll make Luigi color.
You'll make Mr. Green.
Yeah, did y'all know that, kids? Red and yellow make green. We're learning shit together.
The only annoying thing about this is when you push a barrel, you push all barrels. So like you can't control the amount of barrels that you push. I mean, you can, but like if you push the barrel, it'll just automatically just line up. So like it's not like a sliding puzzle in that sense.
It's still tedious, though.
It is very tedious. I hate it. And like I said, we need to get 10 points to progress with the story. And honestly, out of all the mini games, I would not recommend this mini game if you're grinding for he beans.
No, this seems like something that takes a long time.
Yep. Oh my lord. 17 seconds. Am I going to get it? No, probably not.
And there's those yellow ones. Are they supposed to be like gold, or are they actually supposed to be yellow?
They're yellow. They are indeed yellow.
Just there to be a hindrance?
Yep.
Oh god, again. You didn't pretend to get it right on your first try.
Hell no.
They're like, nah, bitch, you're gonna watch me suffer. Because
Yeah, I had to suffer through this. You guys have to suffer too. That's the way this channel rolls. We're all suffering together. But I do believe that I get this game on this try though. It doesn't take me like 3 tries or whatever.
Uh-huh. You could have taken 10 tries and we'd never know. This is edited footage.
I mean, you are correct, but
that it took you 10 tries.
I don't know. I don't suck that hard at this mini game.
Well, we'll never know.
Yeah, only the skeleton of DK here will know.
I like that there was like a DK inspired level, but this DK skeleton was not there.
You know, that was a bit of a missed opportunity. On the 3DS, they completely replaced the skeleton with just a normal ass Chocola SS Chocola crewmate.
I suppose these are supposed to be barrels, right?
Yes.
That's the DK connection.
I suppose so.
I kind of just, because of what we're doing with them, it makes me think of like, I don't know what you'd call them. Like, not like a poker chip, but like plain pieces. Like
you know,
ones.
the red ones remind me of those small red containers for barrel of monkeys. And I never thought I'd, you know, say something like that in a Mario and Luigi playthrough, but yet here we are.
It's not every day you get to reference barrel of monkeys.
Yeah. You know, I feel like that is the integral part of my childhood that I missed. I never owned a barrel of monkeys.
I'm so sorry to tell you that you're really not missing out on much. I mean, I'm sorry you were robbed of that experience, but there were worse experiences to be robbed of. Don't worry.
Okay. Thanks for reassuring me anyway. Can you tell that I just stopped giving a shit after I've gotten 10 points?
I've almost stopped watching what you're doing. Like, I'm staring at it, but now I'm just thinking about barrels of monkeys. Like,
well, we get 10 points and we'll be the Skeleton Monkey's new sidekick. So after clearing that, we get the membership card. And now we have access to Below Deck.
wow, I love having membership cards instead of getting paid for my hard work.
Yeah.
Who needs cash
Well, look
when
at
I can
that.
get to the gym? I mean, chances are you don't really need a membership card to somewhere you are technically working at anyway. Anyway, should I mention how that bean piece looks like a dick, or... I resisted saying it earlier, but...
I did not connect that. I don't need to connect that.
I'm sorry. I held my tongue the first time, but staring at it again, I'm just like, why did they make it that shape?
I would blame the GBA limitations. I have no idea. But anyway, now we meet Bloat. He drank so much Chocola Cola that he managed to get himself stuck in a crack in the boat.
I see. Now, was he named before or after?
I honestly have no idea. But to get that Beanstar piece, we gotta get Bloat out of that crack somehow.
I see.
Mm-hmm. And the only way you do that is, well, you gotta speak to those NPCs below deck. Otherwise, this board right here will not show up. You'll have to hammer it. That will release the dynamite.
We are so good at saving people. We blew DK out of a can, or not DK. My brain is thinking about DK and monkeys. We blew Bowser out of a cannon so hard we gave him amnesia. And this guy we're gonna blow out of a crack with dynamite, thus causing a larger hole in the ship. Did we try getting
he
the
seems
butter?
happy about it. Oh!
Yeah, I think we're losing our job on the first day.
Probably, but hey, we got the ship moving.
Uh-huh. Oh, we are going back to the ocean. Except now there's a hole in the ship. We're gonna sink.
The SS Chocola finally afloat once more.
Well, we better start patching that hole in quickly. Oh, well. And then we hit, yep. Wow, the irreparable damage we just did. Good thing everyone is already dead.
Redemption. Anyway, now the Beanstar piece is floating away.
Man, this would have been the easiest Beanstar piece if we just walked up and went, "Oh, hey, that's ours. What can we do to get it back?" So we let them take it away, and then we had to, like, become an employee, and then we blew up their ship, and now it's floating away. The dick is going downstream.
Oh my god. Well,
or maybe upriver.
At least this particular dick is getting wet, but
yeah.
Anyway, now I can't stop looking at it like a fucking dick. What the hell did you make me do?
I'm sorry. It had to be said.
Anyway, we want to try to just focus on staying afloat to light that little torch, because if we don't, then we're gonna have to circle around, and yeah, it's just no fun.
What is with this game and using its fire mechanics underwater? You see the fire mechanics more underwater than anywhere else, I swear.
Actually, we do see the fire mechanics elsewhere besides just water, so...
But we've seen it most in the water, I feel. It just feels like Mario should have had a different power that wasn't fire, but because he's Mario, they gave him fire. Like...
Anyway, I did mention before that to use the advanced moves, you'll just have to remember that an additional button has to be pressed. I think the opposite button has to be pressed before you make the final attack. But it's more memorization, if anything. And I don't really show off the advanced moves like at all in this playthrough. Like, I'll try to attempt it, but fuck me, are they hard to pull off on this game. I will give the 3DS version that much more of a credit. At least they separated the advanced moves to its separate skill. So you don't have to choose the skill to try to pull off the advanced version of that skill. It's just its own skill altogether. Granted, you still have to like use the same move at least a good number of times before you're able to unlock the skill, but at least you don't have to access the normal skill to try to, you know, pull off the advanced skill.
That makes sense. Also, sorry, my cat just came running into the room, so it threw me off.
You are fine. And also, to give 3DS version some credits, not only does you know, not only do they separate the skill in that version of the game, but they also list the button inputs. Thank you.
That is helpful.
Very helpful. But oh my lord, I can't reach up there. Why can't I reach up there?
Oh god. Back to the start.
Yeah. But anyway, we will explore more underwater. Yippee in the next video.